Hey guys, I'm back, and today I want to talk a little bit about my perspective on online privacy. What I mean by online privacy is something like Google trying to track your data so that they can target ads for you, or maybe TikTok trying to steal your data so that they can spy on Americans or something like that. But the thing is, I have a lot of controversial views about this, and some things that I think you should be doing, and some things that I think it's way too much. Why would you do this? And I kind of want to talk about what I do in the first place for my online privacy. Personally, I use Firefox instead of Google Chrome just because it's just better in basically every single way. Other than extensions, it doesn't have as many extensions, but Firefox can do everything that Google Chrome can do, and it won't track your data. With Firefox, I have an extension called uBlock Origin. What uBlock Origin does is it blocks every single ad, including YouTube ads, but it also blocks tracking cookies. So if there was a website that was trying to track your data using cookies, uBlock Origin would try to block that, and it usually succeeds. Usually no tracking cookies get through. That's basically what it does. I also change my settings. I customize Firefox so it works better for me, and it doesn't send data to Mozilla. Is that the company? Mozilla. Who made Firefox? Mozilla. Yeah, okay. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, yeah, so that's what I try to do. I also, on my phone, I use Safari. I don't use Google Chrome or anything. I also don't use social media on my phone. That's not particularly because of my data. That's just, there's other reasons, but yeah, that's basically what I do. Now, why I think it's a big deal is if a company gets your data, they sell it to a different company, right? That company puts ads in your face about something that you really, really want, but you've never heard of before. And if you're a person that would see an advertisement and just buy it if you want it, then bam, they get your money, you get the product. It's a win-win, right? What I'm trying to say is they have your data. They can do anything they want with it. They can try to sell you stuff. They can dox you to some other company illegally. It can get crazy. For me, I won't fall for an advertisement. First of all, I don't even see advertisements because I'm using uBlock Origin, whatever. But if I were to see an advertisement, I would also not get the product or service because it's a freaking advertisement. If I really wanted it, I would look into it, This is kind of an extreme example, but if you have a smartwatch that's tracking your heart rate, and somehow, I don't know, maybe it tracks some other stuff. It knows your feelings, so maybe it knows that you're sad on usually Friday evenings. So what it'll try to do is advertise something that will cheer you up on Friday evenings. Specific things like that are just specific to you. That's kind of an invasion on personal privacy. It's not a big deal if, let's say, you're using Instagram or just a social media app that's made by a US corporation, right? That app is going to track your data, guaranteed, right? What is it going to do with that data other than advertisements? Let's say that you don't fall for advertisements. What is that app going to do, right? It literally can't do anything with your data except for sell it to other companies. But what are they going to do? The only real thing that they can do is try to sell you stuff and raise prices. I know there's been some reports of Uber raising prices if you have more money or something like that, which is not good. So my point is they have your data, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but they can't do that much with your data against you. There's nothing much that can actually harm you. That's just my opinion. I guess I could be wrong, and it could always change. And I'll say this, if you don't like the thought of a company having your data, you're not special to them. They have 3 billion people's data. They are not going to look at yours specifically in any way and try to target you. They have automation systems that actually do this for them. I also heard a couple days ago these special bracelets that look like normal bracelets, but they record. They have an audio recorder in them, and they can record just what you hear. If everything that you ever say is being recorded, if we live in a society like that, that's not good, because that's just horrible in so many ways. People could file lawsuits, crazy things against people, and you just have to be really careful with what you say. And it could be used good in some ways, I guess, but I don't really see any good stuff coming out of that. I'm just gonna say that. Also, the Meta Ray-Bans that record video and use AI, I think they're actually pretty cool. I think you can see when someone's recording, the red light. As long as you're aware of when someone's recording you, I don't think there's a problem with that. And so I'm kind of gonna wrap up the video there. If you have any thoughts, I read all my comments. Go ahead and comment down below. I got another comment from I Hate Simply Explained saying, Buddy thinks his builds are not trash. If this house ends up like a rectangle, then I'm squaring you. And then this mad emoji. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the video there. If you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And of course, like the video, that'd be awesome. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.